Okay, so back where we left off, we're on the 16th, and I'm going to go ahead and log my hours for that day. 3 hair colors, 3 hair cutting, and that day I only worked 6 hours. Okay, I performed 4 haircuts and 3 hair coloring operations. Okay, let's see. On the 17th, 4 hours of manicures, 3 hours of makeup, and 1.5 hours of disinfecting. I'm at 8.5 hours that day. I'm going to go in with my operations. I performed 4 manicures or pedicures and 3 makeup services. On the 18th, 3 perms, 3 hair coloring, 2 haircuts, brings me to 8 total. So 3 haircuts, 2 hair colors, and 2 perms. Okay, on the 19th, I did 4 hours of hairstyling, 4 hours of hair cutting, and half an hour of disinfecting, which brings me at 8.5 hours that day. I'm going to go in and write my procedures. So in the 4 hours that I did haircuts, I performed 5 haircuts and 5 hairstyles. Then I was off 21st and the 22nd. So I'm going to highlight that so that I know I was off and not to log any hours those days. Alright, so now that we're nice and highlighted, I'm going to go on to the 22nd. So 8 hair colors, and I did 8 hours that day, and I performed 8 hair coloring services. So on the 23rd, I did 4 hours of facials, 4 hours of makeup, and half an hour of disinfecting, 5 services, and 5 facials. 8 hours of hair cutting and half an hour of disinfecting puts me at 8.5. And for these services, I performed 10 haircuts that day. It was a busy day in haircuts. Okay, hair coloring 3, and artificial nails 6, and that brings me to 8. Okay, now on the 5th day, I did 7 hours of haircuts and 1 hour of facial. I did 8 hours that day, and in 7 hours of haircuts, I did 8 haircuts and 1 facial. Okay, that puts me at 5 days, and I'm going to highlight the days off that I had. Okay, so I was off on the 27th and the 28th. 29th, I did all hair colors, and I did 10 of those. Okay, I worked 8 hours on the 29th, and on the 30th, we'll say that I did 3 hours of manicuring, 3 hours of facial, 2 hours of hair cutting, half an hour of disinfecting. I'm at 8.5 hours for the day. I'm going to go in and write my operations or procedures. I did 3 manicures. I did 5 waxing or makeup, and I did 3 haircuts. Okay, so now I'm at the end of my month. So I have my calculator with me, and I'm gonna go through and in the same color, so all my hours, I'm gonna put them in blue, same color, and I'm going to total up each row. Okay, so this whole row here, I'm going to total it up. So 1.5, 4.5, 7.5, 11.5. So now I'm going to go here and I'm going to write 11.5. Okay, so now in operations I have 6, 10, 13, 18. Okay, in hours I have 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 25. Operations I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21. 3, 6, 8, 14, 17, 21, 24, 27, 35, 38 hours total in hair coloring in the month of November. Operations, I have 2, 4, 6, 11, 15, 19, 22, 24, 32, 35. 7, 11, 14, 17, 21, 24, 26, 38, 45, 47 hours of hair cutting. 7, 11, 14, 18, 23, 27, 30, 35, 45, 53, 56. 4, 5, 6, 14, 18, 19. 4, 5, 6, 14, 19, 20. 3, 7, 3, 4, 5, 8, 12, 15. So this is pretty straightforward, you guys. It's just adding each row up. $13, $18, 3, 7, 8, 9, 12. 3, 7, 8, 9, 12. 3, 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4. 8 hours disinfecting. And now I'm going to total up my total hours. So I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 8. I'm going to write this down. So I'm at 90, 12 times 8, I'm at 96. Then 8.5, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 times 8.5. And that's 76.5 plus that one day that I only work 6 hours. So now I'm going to add all of that up, and I have a total of 178.5 hours for the month, and that makes sense. If I break it down, I know that I am not working over 42.5 hours per week. And program total. So this is my very first month that I work in the shop. So in total, I have 178.5 hours. My second month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this 178 plus my month of December's total, and that's going to be what I'm going to write here. Okay, so that way every month you're adding that month's total and you have the total of the entire program. So we need to list both the monthly total and the total program. So once this is filled out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my trainer sign it at the end of the month. I'm going to bring it into the office. I'm going to turn this in, sign it myself down at the bottom where it says apprentice signature. The office is going to make a copy of it to maintain in my file, and then I need to take this back to the salon and I need to have it somewhere where my trainer knows where it is, somewhere where my trainer can always easily access it. If a state board instructor were to inspect the salon, they will ask the trainer for these logs. They don't necessarily ask the apprentice, they ask the trainer. Sometimes even if the apprentice is not present that day, they will still ask for these. They want to see that these are filled out, that they're signed, that everything is good to go, and they really appreciate us staying up to date with this and recording correctly. So the best thing that you can do to meet this requirement is to fill this out on a daily basis, okay? This is to be turned in to the academy the first week of every month. So if your class is on Mondays, the first Monday of the month, I'm going to make sure and bring my log from the past month in, signed by my trainer, okay? And that's every month I need to turn these in. If I were to lose all of these logs, which does happen, I would need to redo them. It would be a lot of work. I would probably panic. So it's super important that I'm always turning these in on a monthly basis so that I know that the office has a copy of my records, okay? We can also email these at info@fourmedu.com. I'll go ahead and write that down so you guys have a visual. That's info@fourmedu.com. So I can snap a quick picture of these, email them. That way I know that the academy has them and that they get logged. Okay, thank you guys.